So this video is going to cover how to create your AB points from a line file rather than having to type them in individually into Excel. Once you have them in your line file, you can create them this way. So we will go with the mid-reach line file for this project. So to open it up, you double click on the line file. And notice here we have all of our lines. There's a lot of them. So you obviously don't want to type in each start and end point for all 400 of these. So we can get there by going to File, Save As. And instead of saving it as a line file, we're going to save it as a CSV. We're going to name it accordingly. So the PENZD is a nomenclature for going into your rover. It's a point name, easting, northing, elevation, and description, or code. You want to put that in because that tells whoever's loading it into a rover what field is what, whether that be because you can switch the E and the Z or E and the N around. You can put them in any order that you want. So having what each column is in the file name helps out a lot. So we'll save that. At that point, we're done with this screen. Then go into our File Explorer, and we will navigate to where we saved that. And we're going to open it up in Excel. So here we have each line with its start and its end point. Unfortunately, we need to break this into an A point for the start and a B point for the end. So first thing we'll do is we'll go here and we'll separate this column out. So we've got the start and the finish, A and B. We're also going to insert another column here because we need to put A at the end of this text, and we need to also have this text with a B at the end of it on this. So you could go through and type a B in each way at each line. That would take you forever. So we use a formula in Excel called equals concat. And we're going to select the text that we want, followed by a comma, and then in quotation marks, put the text you want it to follow. In this case, it's going to be A. And then close the parentheses and hit enter. And that's going to put that text and put an A in it. Now, if we wanted a space in between the A, we would put a space right there and hit enter, and it would put a space, but I don't want the space. And this could go in a lot of different areas in Excel. You need to put text in front of this or behind it or what have you. Now to get that to transfer down, all we have to do is click on the cell and then double click on this little box. And then it's going to put it all the way down. So for B column, we want the same thing, equals concat, select the text, comma, quotations, B, end quotation, close the parenthesis. Now we have all those with a B. Do the same thing, click on the cell, little dot. Now we have it all there. The next step in the process is we got to put them all in one line, or in three columns straight down the line. This is a formula, so you can't just delete column A without these column B and column E going away. So we're going to insert another column here. We'll insert another column here. And we're just going to highlight these all the way down. Control C for copy. And then we're going to hit Control V, and it's going to give you this little box down here. You're going to click on that and paste values. So now these are standalone numbers or text. We're going to do the same thing over here. Control C, go back to the top. You can also, if you right click, paste values. That's another way to get it in there. Now we can get rid of these formulated columns and our original column. So we'll just delete them. It's going to shift everything over. So now I have my A's. I'm now going to highlight all my B's. Control X will cut. Go down to the bottom. And Control V to paste it. Now we have AB points for all of Midreach. So from here, we're going to file, save as. Instead of a CSV, we're going to save it as a TXT, text tab delimited. We can name it the same thing. Midreach AB points PENZD. Now save it. And that will go into the rover. If you happen to need a different file format for your particular rover, you can always open up this TXT file back in Excel and save it as a CSV or a XLS or whatever file type that you need.